The Boys, episode 4 of season 2 is now out on Amazon Prime for you guys to go and check out. I have just watched it. I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on this episode. And boy, wowza. What an episode. So smash it down below, smash that like button, click subscribe, and let's get straight into this review of The Boys episode 4 right now.
Christ, Soldier Boy.
Oh shit! Okay, so episode 4 of season 2 for The Boys is now done and dusted. Look, I love the first 3 episodes so much. So far, I think this has been maybe the strongest start to a season of The Boys so far. And I love season 1 and I love season 2. But season 3 is just shaping up to be absolutely incredible. Now, if you wanted to create a Deadpool for characters to die, season 3 is the one that you should be doing it for. Because this episode dropped some absolute jaw-dropping moments. Absolutely insane. I'm blown away. Absolutely blown away. There is some, the idea of this episode was basically Butcher is going, as we saw in the last episode, going to go to Russia to find this secret weapon that can kill Homelander. That's what their whole storyline is. Then you've also got the whole Starlight and Homelander stuff that happened at the end of episode 3. That is going to be in there. But what the boys do so well is they throw in these other little storylines that change the whole entire landscape. And when I mean change the landscape, episode 4 changes a lot. Now we are in a whole new territory when it comes to this show, because of some of the decisions they made that work so well. Firstly, we've got to start off with the whole confrontation between Huey and Homelander, right in front of Starlight. I mean, that whole scene is just, Anthony Starr, he is just incredible as Homelander. Incredible. The way that he is able to pose this menacing, unhinged guy that is so calculated at the same time is absolutely incredible. He is just so good. He's the star of this show right now. He's stealing it. Every time Homelander's on screen, I can't take my eyes off because he's just so compelling. He's just so unpredictable. And it's the performance that is just absolutely world class. It is so incredible. And that confrontation with him and Huey, you could feel the tension. You could feel at any moment Homelander could snap and just kill Huey right then and there. Right in front of Starlight. And there's nothing Starlight can do. She could try, but I don't think she could do anything about it. But I love that. And I love what he's saying to Huey in that whole confrontation. It's absolutely incredible. So good. What is also great as well is the whole conversation that Butcher and Huey have about the, what's it called? What do they call it? The Compound V24 or whatever. It's Compound V that you take, and it gives you powers for 24 hours. That whole conversation that they have as well is absolutely incredible. With William saying, basically that Huey doesn't deserve this. Having superpowers is not a gift. It's a curse. It's punishment. And I love that way that he tells that, but we all know what Huey's thinking anyway. Now, I'm getting some of that because I need it, because I feel useless. And I understand where Huey's coming from and why he wants to take that, because Starlight keeps saving him, and he wants to save her for a change. But it is Mother's Milk and William Butcher's conversation that is absolutely incredible as well, with the exchange of how they first met and why he picked him to join the team. That to me was just incredible, and it shows the layers to William Butcher's character. Absolutely fantastic layers. This guy knows that he has to be the arsehole. He has to be that. And he's willing to take everything on his shoulders in order to get the job done. And I loved that whole sequence. We also had Frenchie and Kamiko, I believe her name is, their conversation, which now, I don't know, one of them's going to die. I think one of them's going to die because they're talking about going to Marseille after the job's done and live happily ever after. That never works in these shows, so I reckon one of them is going to die, and it's sort of hinting towards it at the end of this episode. But I must say, she is just a well-rounded character. Like, she has all this power in the world, and she's killing people because William Butcher's asking her to do that. But it's the way that she performs it. Like, this is with no dialogue. She performs it so incredibly well. The scene where she just kills the dude with the dildo and then just wrecks the guards with the dildos. Absolutely hilarious. Fantastic action. Blood, gore. Loved it. But it's the aftermath when the girl shoots her. And she gets up and she's angry. Like, she can easily rip them apart. But she chooses not to because she sees the fear on their face. And I just love her performance in that moment. It shows her character and the growth of her. She doesn't like to kill people. She doesn't like her power. She sees it as a curse. And when she sees those girls there, she blames herself for that. And it's such a good character moment for her. And that's when her whole conversation with Frenchie occurs. And it's so incredible. And that's why she wants to leave. Because she feels like she's a weapon. She's being used as a weapon. And that was some fantastic writing. Absolutely fantastic writing. It's so good. And then you see it again when they find the military base with the lab. She kills one of the guards. And you can see the expression on her face. Like, I didn't want to do that. But that whole sequence at the end is incredible. Soldier Boy's alive. He hits her with this beam, comes out. And it seems like it takes her powers away because she's not healing. Which, is Soldier Boy the answer to killing Homelander? I don't know, but I love that whole sequence as well. They all know Huey took the Compound V as well. Butcher took it. They now all know. And yeah, so now that's going to make it interesting to see what happens with them moving forward. But one of the big talking points as well is the A-Train stuff and where that led to. That was obviously A-Train trying to do social justice and stuff like that. But when the Deep steps in, him and the Deep have a mad-ass conversation and a fight in the alleyway. And A-Train wants to get back on Homelander's side. So he manipulates Supersonic. And the end thing is, Supersonic gets killed by Homelander. And many people, I didn't think he was going to make it past episode 6. He didn't even make it to episode 6. He made it to episode 4 and died. Like, bam, Homelander is unhinged. And that is all because of something that happened in this episode that is changed the whole landscape. Stanley is no longer head of Vought. Homelander is. The superheroes have taken over. And his own daughter, Stanley's own daughter, threw him under the bus. But he knows that, see, this is where it's fantastic writing. The whole conversation between Homelander and Stanley is absolutely incredible. I can tell you now, out of all the action sequences in here, all the blood and gore, my favorite part was this conversation. Stanley, just a mere mortal, standing up to Homelander, who is basically Superman, invincible, and still does not give a single fuck. Stanley does not care. Stanley is not intimidated and not afraid of him. And what he says to Homelander is a dagger to the heart. And I just thought, oh my god. And it's the performance as well by the world-class actor that is playing Stanley that is just so captivating. That scene is captivating, and it is my favorite scene of maybe the whole entire Boys. The whole entire Boys is that scene of them talking and Stanley just basically throwing it out and saying, "You're just bad product. You're no God. You're no savior. You're just a bad product that we created." And it was just so good. The Boys are it's just fantastic. It is fantastic. And now the landscape's changed. Homelander's in charge. He's unhinged. He can literally do whatever he wants. He can do whatever he wants. I'm so excited to see where we're going to go now moving forward. Let me know in the comments below, what did you guys think of episode 4? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe. Peace out.